Welcome to Season 4, The Myth Breakers. Today we have a dynamic guest with us, Miss Tanya Balsara. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Hi, Hina. Thank you so much for this call.
Most welcome and thank you for your time. And to our listeners, if you could just share something about yourself.
Good morning to all your listeners. My name is, like Hina mentioned, my name is Tanya Balsara. I'm from Mumbai. I'm a graduate from St. Xavier's, Mumbai. I completed my graduation in the art stream way back in the year 2000. Post that, I got to know that IAVH, Indian Association for the Visually Handicapped, an institute in Churchgate, was offering a computer course to the visually impaired. So I got myself enrolled there. It was a 6-month course which I did. I used to travel to town, and of course, my mom used to accompany me, and that's where I did the course. If I look back today, that was truly the turning point because that is what has made my class possible. Post that, I did some courses, in advertising, public speaking, and things like that, along with my sister Lara. It was sometime in 2004, 2005. A gentleman got in touch with me asking if I would be able to help him with his computer doubts. So, of course, I was not sure what he exactly wanted. So I just decided to give it a shot. And he started coming to my place, and whatever his doubts were, I would try to explain and sort out things for him. So then this gave my dad the idea of setting up a center for other visually impaired so that more people could benefit at one time. He then
Very
approached.
good. Yeah, that is great. Okay, Tanya, just to intervene right now.
Huh.
When you are speaking about visually impaired, are there various types of levels or,
Yes,
in that
yes,
category?
yes, yes, there are.
Okay.
So there are some people who are what we say partially sighted, so who can see maybe only in the day and not at night. There are some people who can see throughout the day, I mean day and night, but they may have some difficulty reading. So there are different levels. There are some people who can't see at all, like they can't distinguish day from night.
Okay.
So there are many causes of blindness. I would say, one of the most common causes is retinitis pigmentosa. Then there is also retina detachment, glaucoma, and other things. So what I have experienced since 2006, ever since my contact with the VI world kind of increased, I have experienced that most of my students are visually impaired because of RP, that is retinitis pigmentosa. Of course, like I mentioned, there are other reasons also, but this is one of the
Major one.
major reasons. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's a big shift again, from being a student to being a teacher and providing others the guidance. That's a
It's
big
a
thing.
wonderful feeling, like just now my physical class, unfortunately is not on, but of course we are hopeful of starting soon. But when I train my students and when I get to know that they've got a job, it's the sense of achievement or the sense of fulfillment is, I just can't express what I
Yes.
feel. Like I feel as if I have got the job. It's
That
amazing. So I'll just give you an idea about
yes, please.
how this whole idea came about. So I was telling you this person, Mr. Mukesh Jain, he used to come to my place, and that is how my dad got the idea of setting up Tanya Computer Center. So my dad then approached the trustees. There is an organization. It's not actually an organization. It's an industrial home for the blind just opposite where we live, called MNB Industrial Home for the Blind. So my dad approached the then trustee, and finally, fortunately, all of them agreed, and that is how the class started in the year 2006 at MNB.
Okay.
And we were running it there up to 2015, and unfortunately, there were some problems there, so we had to discontinue. And then, just outside my home in the outhouse, we had a garage earlier. So my dad renovated that, and we operate from there. Since 2015, since August 2015, we've been operating from that, from my house, like from the outhouse that my dad renovated into a computer center.
Okay.
So you must be wondering how we use the computer.
I was just going to ask that.
There are screen readers.
Okay.
So what a screen reader does is it reads what is on the screen, and it's an audio based software. So it reads what is on the screen, and it also gives us feedback as we are typing. And of course, when we train as students, or when we are training others, we of course begin by teaching them typing. So all the alphabets, all the other special characters like delete, control, alt, all the other keys, home, and all of that is taught. So when we make a mistake, of course, we know we have to press either the backspace key or the delete key, or whatever is required. And there are different screen readers like that. I would say the most commonly used one is JAWS, JAWS. Of course, there are others also. There is another one becoming very popular now called NVDA. These we use on the phone, on the computer. Similarly, there are screen readers on the mobile also. So on the iPhone, there is something called VoiceOver. On Android platforms, there's something called TalkBack. So that is how we use mobiles and computers with these screen readers.
So are there any special type of keyboards?
No.
Okay,
the keyboards are the keyboards are regular keyboards we use. If you see your keyboard very closely, there is a marking on the letters F and J, and on the numeric keypad on number 5. So that is how we identify the row, and then we place our fingers accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very insightful. Thank you for that information. And in your journey, who were your motivators or support system?
So the most, or I should say the biggest support system is my family. My family has been there with me always, and they are all the time extremely supportive. They never treated me differently or something, So I'm extremely grateful for that. And of course, along my journey, a lot of people played a role. My teachers and friends in school. In school, I had a friend in class 4. I met my friend Priya. She was a very dear friend, and she supported a lot. Of course, the others also, but particularly she would write my notes, and if I would miss a day of school, then my mom would call her and take down the notes on the phone and that sort of thing. So that's how the journey at school. And then actually in the first year of Xavier's also, she was with me. I used to travel with her to college. And
That's really nice. So it's like lots and lots of regards to her, especially for being a true friend.
True friend. And she's she's now married and settled in Singapore since quite a few years, but we are in touch, of course. And apart from Priya, so when I used to study, initially my mom used to read out the notes. Then once the volume of notes increased, Then my mom would record, and apart from my mom, I also had people from the colony who would record. And here I'd like to mention one of my colony friends, Mahi. I just give her a call. Even today, if I call her so readily, she'll do whatever recording I have, not just for
Mm-hmm.
me, but also for my students. Like, if they have some college notes or some banking notes or whatever they have, she records for them. She and then, other volunteers also. So we are really thankful to all these people for all that they keep doing for us. And of course, my dad and sister Lara, they run an ad agency called Madison. So Madison adopted TCC in the year 2018 as per their under their CSR initiative. So of course we are extremely grateful for that also. And thanks to this CSR initiative and thanks to Madison, we now operate TCC even in 4 centers of Gujarat along with Blind Persons Association. And slowly but surely, we hope to spread our wings to other cities also. So here I'd like to request your listeners if they'd like to start a computer center in their vicinity, then they are welcome to get in touch with me, and then we are happy to take this initiative forward. So
Absolutely, it's like a commendable job that
uh,
you and your entire family, the entire team, let's say, is doing.
thank you.
Is great.
Thank
And do
you.
you have a website? If you could just share the website name, I'll also share the website details along with the
Uh,
post.
no, I don't have a website,
Okay.
but they could write to me
Okay.
at Tanya, Tanya, at Tanya Computer Center, TanyComputerCenter.com. I look,
Centre.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, guys, this is the website.
No, it's my
There's the
email
email
ID.
ID. That's the email ID, and you can
Yeah,
always reach out with whatever query or, if you want to get in touch with her.
yeah. Even if you have any visually impaired listeners, I'm very happy to do our best for them.
I'm sure. And
So,
in your journey, how do you cope?
I was telling you, training my students.
Right.
So, like I mentioned, we have been involved in this training since the year 2006. We are mainly into basic computers. We've had one batch of advanced computers also, and we also teach our students English. We teach them to speak English and build on their personality, because speaking English speaking and personality also play a key role in the work life. So
True.
we train them in that as well. So since 2006 up to last year, up to March last year, that's when the lockdown set in, unfortunately. Around 260 students have completed their training with us from the Mumbai center. And I'm happy to say that most of them have found employment in the public or private sector. So this is this gives me like a high, keeps me going and wanting to do. Of course, this is not much at all that I've done. So of course, there's a lot more that we want to do.
This
And
is a big thing. Congratulations for
uh,
the efforts and
thank
congrats
you,
to all the people who got the job and got trained under you. It's
thank
like
you.
hats off.
Thank you. So I have to tell you another thing.
Yes,
We,
please.
apart from training, it's not only training that we give our students. We also have. I think they have a good time with me.
Must
So
be. You're such a lovely person.
no, not that way, but so we have like picnics and we have get-togethers. Like every festival has to be celebrated. So whether it's Diwali or Christmas, we have to celebrate. And then we have Santa Claus also at our Christmas get-togethers.
Wow.
And then we play Secret Santa. And then the last picnic was to a place in Bhayandar called Pali Resort.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the year 2019, and that, at least for me, that will be that as of now is the most memorable picnic, because just the previous day it rained so much and I was sure that I would have to call off the entire thing. And then, but you won't believe, there were 78 students and friends who turned up for the picnic. I was so happy, and they all had a complete blast over there because it was raining not too much, and it was like the perfect day for a picnic, for a monsoon picnic. It was our first.
Listening to you, I can feel the goosebumps with the happiness aura,
Yeah.
It must have been
it, was-
amazing.
it was so good, like, because, and I was like sure it was not going to happen, but then
Uh,
God was with us and it all went off very well, thankfully. So
I'm
it was
so
an
happy.
amazing picnic.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
great. So for
yeah,
you, the coping thing is when you are sharing knowledge with others, I guess.
others,
Like
yeah, and
seeing
then
them, right.
it's extremely fulfilling. And then of course I have I mean, my sister has two kids. They are as good as our kids. My
Mhm.
Kyra, who's my niece, and my Carl, who's my nephew. Like, playing with them also gives me an amazing high. I just enjoy. In fact, little before your call also, both of them were with me and we were playing and just having a good time. And then they had to attend their online class, so they've gone for that now.
Right. And anything you would like to share with people in the sense those who are in tough situations otherwise or trying to find their own niche or something?
uh, are you talking of people with disabilities, or like,
Disabilities and otherwise, because when we listen to people who have gone through a rough path, but yes, they held on to the positivity and took each day as it comes.
as it comes? Yeah,
Absolutely. So anything for people, those who
I would
are
say
disabled and otherwise, for both.
otherwise. So I would say, being positive, of course, being positive, hopeful is necessary, because that is how it's, the way we look at things is how we attract things and people towards us, right? So I think if we are positive and hopeful, nothing can stop us. And I tell my students also, that it's I'm talking from the visual impairment point of view. It's only that we cannot see, but that doesn't stop us from doing what we really want to do. We just, of course, we need people's support, we need people's empathy, but if we try, we can achieve wonders. And there are visually impaired people in the private sector, also in in banks and other corporates, doing so well for themselves. So I'm sure if they can do it, so can we. So
Absolutely.
it's just about changing our attitude and having a positive approach. It's not like only the disabled have problems. I'm sure sighted people have their own problems, but then I guess that's how life is, and we have to face every problem as a challenge, not as a problem. They say disability create barriers, but determination breaks them.
That's beautiful.
So, Hina, I'd like to share one more thing with you. I was listening to one of your earlier interviews with a gentleman. I think Sam was his name, the link
Yes.
that you shared with me.
Yes.
So there you had asked him a question. What is it that you would like people not to ask? So
Sure.
even though you have not asked me this question, I want to share something, because this is a
This is
question that is
very
very
important.
close
Yes.
to me. You know, the moment the general public comes across especially a disabled person, the instant reaction is, oh, poor thing, oh, that, a bichari, bichara kind of attitude. And I think that should change because it's just, especially visual impairment, it's just an impairment. It's not like we are not able to do anything. The moment, like, if you say, like, we do this or we do that, how will you do it? That instant reaction is how I mean, it's like, they are not able to sort of believe, or they don't want to accept
Accept,
that
right.
it is possible. Because I hear a lot of my students at their workplace, they I mean, they, so many of them are rejected at the interview, only because of their disability. And of course, we need, if we are given a chance to prove ourselves, can we work, right? I mean, if we are just rejected based on disability, I mean, then there is no way ahead. So I think the attitude has to change, because of disabilities, after all, only one aspect, and it's only a part of life. It doesn't stop us. The disabled don't do different things. We do things differently.
That's again a very good perspective, and I absolutely agree with what you just have shared. That yes, when people do come across disabled or differently abled people,
Able,
they
yeah,
they somehow have a very different approach, or
approach, yeah,
probably even their words just changed drastically.
yeah, yeah,
The way they are
yeah.
communicating, as if it's like somebody inferior or they
In,
are less capable.
less capable, yeah, yeah, and they are not given that chance to perform.
True. And
You
I
know,
hope after listening to you and after listening to other guests also who are there, who've spoken and who will be coming henceforth, people do realize that differently abled people, though their journey have been really very tough for them and for the family, yet
family,
they stood together and moved ahead in life.
yeah,
So they should be accepted the way they are.
accepted, yeah, yeah. That is very important.
True, and thank
Like,
you for sharing this aspect also. That
my pleasure. I hope it brings about change.
we all are working towards it, and I believe it will, because awareness is very, very less. Everyone is just Googling up rather than
Googling, yeah,
listening to real people who actually face it
face it,
and
right.
know the reality about it. That is how the name came, the Myth Breakers, and you are one of them.
Thank you, Hina. Thank you so much.
It's like amazing. Any advice you would like to give?
I would say this is, I mean, I believe, like I said, disabilities create barriers, but determination breaks them. And tough times don't last, tough people do.
Absolutely. Thank,
Thank you,
thank you
Hina.
so much for coming and sharing your experience. It's been wonderful listening to you, and
Thank you so much for that. And I wish your listeners all the very best. I wish you all the very best for this entire season.
thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, and take care on behalf of all my listeners and from myself. Wish you all the best from achieving, whatever work you are doing, and reaching out to more people.
Thank you so much.
All the
So,
best.
I heard before the interview started, I heard you live in Oshiwara, and we are not far from there. So, next time you're beside in Jogeshwari, I invite you to drop into my class.
Absolutely. I'll sure come
Mhm.
in.
Thank you.
Take care and be safe. Thanks a lot once again.
Thank you, Hina. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Today we were graced with the visionary leader, Miss Tanya Balsara, who is visually impaired herself. As Chris Remy said, if love is blind, then maybe a blind person that loves has a greater understanding of it. And how true this is, as we see that Miss Tanya Balsara, despite of being visually impaired herself, she did not stop from achieving her dreams and reaching out to people with love and compassion. She's imparting free computer training to the visually impaired at Mumbai. After graduating from Xavier's, she came to know about the Institute, Indian Association for the Visually Handicapped, IAVH, who was conducting a basic computer course for the visually impaired. She enrolled herself, and thus this was the turning point of her life. The seeds of Tanya Computer Center were sown. Her parents stood by her and they decided to support and give wings to her dreams and visions. We see that her journey initially must have been a topsy-turvy, but she held on to her own self and her own belief that she had. In 2018, as part of its CSR initiative, Madison Resource Center adopted Tanya Computer Center. She thanked them for this. TCC now operates in 4 towns of Gujarat, along with Blind Persons Association, Gujarat, and her center has trained about 260 plus students. Many of them have got employment in the public and private sector. Tanya's vision is to spread awareness, acceptance, and she believes equal opportunities should be given to every visually impaired or differently abled individuals. She wants them to be computer literate, have good conversational skills, for which her team is now imparting personality development program. Her motto, disabled individuals don't do different things, rather they do things differently. With this motto, she touched lives of different people in her journey. Her parents and family must have initially experienced various challenges, but stood like a pillar of strength for her, thereby giving a message we should learn that family matters. We should support the vision and dreams of our kids and be there for them no matter what. Priya Mahi and her colony friends should be a lesson to us that we should step up and help in building a compassionate and positive society. Let's join hands and take the oath for being responsible ourselves and reaching out to individuals and accepting them the way they are. On that note, I end today's episode, hoping to see you next week with another guest. Till then, take care. Bye.